Yeah, I can see my potential being quite hated and not desired at all. But individuals like this, who knows, right? The lines that being blurred, apparently left and right. And I got some criticisms that are necessarily and need to be taken in account, because it's not going to stop even after post-disclosure at science, technology, and ETs. I do predict that it's going to continue, and you gotta have to observe and properly sit test and bury whoever or whatever trying to tell you how you should be, not what you really are. Because apparently they are wanting to dismiss you as an individual that is quite positive, even though you are really pissed off about the situation. Like, hello, your feelings should be a guide to who or what you really are inside, right? How you think, how you operate, what outcomes you want, so you can better yourself. Apparently, Dr. Sam Mugzzi and Kent Dunn loves blurring the lines and or poking fun in a way with their logic. Not much of a teachers, are they? But yet, Dr. Sam Mugzzi is supposed to be a doctor and supposed to be selling snake oil. Wait, what? Damn. How about, some of that medbed technology and technicians instead? Because apparently I can't touch them both. Yeah? And who gets to dictate who you are or what you really are inside by how you feel or act out? I never understood that. That's insane. Cue intro.
My name is
John.
Gaming has ruined my life. I'm 31 years old.
Mgtow. So men going their own way? Mgtow.
It's showtime.
To a new frontier and beyond. This is Sparta!
User disconnected from your channel.
Yeah, no one believes me, but I'll say anyways. As I was, so these individuals that are worthy of criticism, who are their own worst enemy one way or other, like Morning Invest, this guy is clearly a space commie in seep human-like clothing. I swear to God. Oh my God, he couldn't even tell truth if it bit him in the ass. So can this Andrew Cartwright. He seems to be a space commie in a way, happy to be white. And meet Kevin. These individuals seem to be some type of, how would I say, very purple and extremely blue-pilled. Best I can explain other than beta, but alpha beta, which is completely upside down and twisted. Basically like a demon here as a space commie. They will never awake. They'll never be truly awakened. Never be able to really, truly, how would I say, be of truth. But then they put this false front where they are noble, they are positive, upbeat, the best of the best, you know what I mean? Basically a operating system that can feel and act like they are human. I almost still say a robot, forget a demon, I mean, forget something biologically programmed or something opposite from a real human being. How about, it's just a full-blown robot in a way. They'll say they act like they are of this intellectualness and business side, but they are just here to gum up the works. They ain't moving. They ain't doing anything good. Like they on a whole different plane of existence, talking to us and stuff. Ugh. Well, unfortunately, they are of a problem. They will never wake up. They're always going to stay asleep. They're going to keep doing what they're doing like a business, and they're going to keep trying to reproduce. Keep settling in their corruption, their foulness. But apparently, it's because they are upbeat and positive, because they live in the best life, because they so asleep, and no one cares. What? Like the Illuminati don't care to nuke them or anything, because they ain't the problem. And people like me who actually care about my own rights that are a problem. And it's also because I'm human, but still, I will present human and a man and straight, proud of it, and white, the white community. First off, I need to say something before I continue. I'll try to say it real quick. This one guy right here, the gray hair guy, next to Meet Kevin in his thumbnail. Yeah, this guy is clearly not human. You can just see his eyes. It's just like, what is that? Is that a demon? Is that some Congress person possessed or some shit? I mean, I'm being serious. And just because you don't got those eyes, even if you do, it doesn't matter. You know, it could be a deformity. I don't freaking care. But it's also how you kill yourself that actually truly matters. Determines if you are will or not. If you are a cheap knockoff. Or a byproduct of something else. You gotta be careful when you're dealing with these creatures. I know this is getting a little, how would I say, long. But I will be making, how would I say, the second part of this, second part of the video, a full part in another video, like separate. You will find out in the next video. I'll put a link down below also. I don't know about this whole ET agenda or who's who, what. I don't care about that necessarily, but I do care about truth more than most things right now, especially with what's going on. I can forget about the communities right now, but I know that's going to be a topic in the future for sure. I don't want YouTube nuke my channel, my second channel. This is my second channel, by the way, from orbit. However, I do want to nuke Dr. Mugzzi and Rant and Dunn from orbit right now. So you're going to hear some things, and I'm going to try to respond periodically and try to make this video short. Now keep in mind, my PayPal down below somewhere. Go find it. That's a PayPal that I have that is active. If you want me to actually be more professional, fund me. Prove that you care, and I will provide professionally. Alright, let's begin.
You're going to draw more happiness, which means the universe is going to give you more experiences to reinforce that happiness, which means you're going to raise your frequency more. This is how we go from the fifth dimension to the sixth dimension. You have to stay in that happy place. And the happy place is not a loud place. If you notice, ETs, star people, the higher their vibration is, the more that they get quiet.
Right, absolutely. You know,
they don't have noise.
See, I swear to God, King Dunn must have some type of aneurysms being on that. So, I do not think he that incompetent like Dr. Sam Mugzzi, but he's pretty close to her wavelength no matter what. I understand there's a lot of noise in these, how would I say, interviews, but still, I mean, there's a lot of saming in this, like, ideology more than truth. And, like, it sounds correct. It almost sounds correct. But you can just tell that there was some type of problem with how it's being portrayed. And I suppose me being loud is of negativity. No. It's me being white sits in no way is white and do not appreciate being under someone's boot or business sue. Yeah? These reptilian, draconians, so on and so forth. And yeah, my DNA keep being taken away. I know this, and it can't be changed. Alright? Understand? I mean, I know what's going on, and there's something going on that is not good. There are bad guys within good guys, and if there's even any good guys, because we are that much of a threat, humanity is. Anyone who is not human, who is living like a human being, probably is a livestock nonetheless. Yeah. From a certain soul group. Yeah. You hear a lot of the starseed bullshit. It's bullshit. You are farm cattle. Farm cattle. Hee-yah! And let's see what she says some more about whatever else. Because, you know, it's just like, it's like sweeping things under a rug. I mean, just because you sweep the bed bug under a rug, that doesn't mean that the bed bug won't, come back out and cause you some more problems. Hello? And apparently, I mean, from my experience, even if you punch it, like full-on punch, like you punch it in your arm or leg, it doesn't go away. No matter what, it doesn't go away. So I got nothing else to do except for complain, do I? Yeah. And I'm experiencing other things that other people are experiencing. When I was a teenager, my 2 bits of my middle finger were taken out of me in the morning, and I didn't notice it, and it wasn't bleeding out until after I noticed it when I was walking down a stairwell. So don't give me that bullshit, though, that, my DNA ain't being taken. Oh, it being taken by force.
Yeah, my grandfather taught me as a child, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth. That means you're supposed to listen twice as much as you talk.
Please get rid of that programming, because there's supposed to be some action. Because without any action, there is no creation. No wonder you still 5D and not 6D, Kent. Come on.
Okay, so it's easier to stay above the line and surround yourself with others who are above the line.
Sounds like to me, though, that you try and make a group of ideology to separate yourself from what's a herd, humanity. Because you already know that you can't sync with humanity. You give up on that. And that's why you also say black people are your black brothers and sisters or whatever. I bet. But nonetheless, though, since you are not human spiritually, because you also proclaim that you were Atlantean, specifically, a princess. I haven't heard much challenge against that. So I'm wondering with what I know that I have heard. But nonetheless, you are running around with our DNA, our meat suit, and we're going to go out in space and fuck around. That's all you are, a vessel. That's really all you are. You cheap knockoff of Will Thane. Oh yeah. And you ain't for truth and justice. You for blurring the lines. You blur the lines too much. You talking shit. You talking shit about people that you don't even want to talk shit about or get pissed off. We aren't negative. We are positive. We just speak out against the negativity and the bullshit from either side, the good or the bad. Now, I'm going to think both of you are bad, and you just here to segregate us further. Like, what is the real truth? There seems to be some type of disconnect, and I'm loving to expose it for what it is. Oh, yeah.
Then trying to go below the line, then get back up. Because people that are above the line eventually will cut you loose because you're bringing their energy down.
That sounds like segregation, Mugzzi. Mugzers? So who or what are you talking about? Who are you talking about? Is it sounding negative, Willie? Or is it actually negative? Because, I mean, there are a lot of space commies here are just raping and pillaging. They're still part of reptilians and human flesh as we speak. I mean, obviously. I mean, they're very negative, but they haven't been taken off yet. There's a lot of segregation, a lot of DNA theft, identity theft. A lot of this desire of the 3D human flesh. And, you not being pacific enough. I mean, you basically saying that me, if I have a problem with you and how you stating things, I'm to be cut off. How about you being cut off from the human ways because you're not even human anyways? I mean, we all know that. I mean, come on, you're not actually a human being. Damn.
So in order to have success in the 5D, success in the 5D, you have to remain constant and keep your energy above that line, that 5D frequency.
Yeah, 5D. Remember, 5D is all about, family.
Wow, you heard it yourself. Oh my God, damning evidence right there. Damning evidence. You heard what he said? I had it played to you with 3 different volumes. Yeah, up to 200%. Oh my God. Just so you can understand. Yeah, she got sex on her mind. She don't care. She don't really care. She maybe cares about family or something like that. Like, she wants a soul group family, right? But then, Kent Dunn also verifies this, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, I'm healing, still raping and pillaging from humanity, stealing DNA, the DNA fat, the self. And it's like, she wanted one around, being all kinky and shit, And she ain't no pure bean. She ain't no pure bean. She's a cheap knockoff. She never gonna go 60. Oh, and then why am I threatened? Oh no, I'm threatened because how me and my waist is being threatened. You know, it's like, why is other races able to be, or have the right to be warrior-like, right? And be against bullshit, and I'm not allowed to do that, huh? Not allowed to fight for my waist, or what, be humanity's mouthpiece? Because apparently I'm the only one. And I already know anyways, I mean, come on. It's obvious, though, that the DNA raping going on. And for it to not be obvious, it's just insane. You try to say it yourself. There's no DNA raping going on. So I say it. I dare you. Actually, we human straight white men shouldn't be sorry for anything because, you know, we are always victims.
And working together as a family. Whether you're actually related to these people means nothing, okay? They are still your brothers and sisters.
Yeah, like you don't put your fingers in our pie, huh? And I think we're more neighbors than actual brothers and sisters. I mean, I personally think that we are cut from a whole different sea of cloth. So it's like, why are you here putting your fingers in our pie? Taking it from Civil Legion, even Drake Bailey. Look them up if you don't believe me, anyone. They clearly have stated that. Willed.
Now, there are going to be those that are no good. And we know that. Okay? Those are the ones that will be pushed off to the side and will no longer be in the group anymore.
Wow, the satire, the hypocrisy at play, I swear to God. Now let's Dunn is talking about Dr. Sam Mugzzi and how she talks and acts. Because it's all about segregation, in my professional opinion. She's a multiculturalist. That's why she got our DNA. She got our meat suit, and she going one with it best she can, right? I'm being serious. She probably has programmed as a robot. We don't know, right? And she want to fuck around the universe, but I'm not supposed to be one of my own humanity, even if we are, you know, fooling around with each other. Like, what the fuck? Who are you or anyone else to dictate how we are supposed to live as cattle or as worse as cattle? Like, what the fuck? I wasn't even a peasant. I was to be executed from society. Yeah. Because I was too much of a threat. Most of my humanity, male, gender, is killed off because we aren't necessarily needed for reproduction, except for maybe minor. Very minorly reproductive. But, not the broad majority. But the females, yeah, they get raped and pills all the time. Don't you think that they need to be around their own human male counterpart as fast as possible around this time? And yet, you know, instead of that, I get my pie fingered by you all. Literally. It looks like literally pie filling. Yeah, I got my finger and other parts look like it was stripped from me. DNA was. Please explain this more thoroughly and don't lie. Let's continue.
You know, because every tree will bear its own true fruit.
True. Okay, I want to get through some more of these. We only have 9 minutes.
Okay.
People who spend a lot of their time below the line, this is one thing that we all need to listen to very carefully, okay? We can't change people. If people spend most of their time below the line, that means they want to be there.
I mean, you hear that. You hear that. You hear that motivation get done trying to give Mugzers, the groupthink ideology, the cult personality, the shaming tactics he owns. Yeah, he's trying to set her straight, slowly but surely. I can see between the lines in whole paragraphs. I'm not stupid. I can see the devil as well as the angels. I can see both sides and in between of that even. I can. I'm not stupid. But still, nonetheless, even he seemed to be blurring the lines here and there. But not as much as Mugzers. Oh, man. Oh, damn Mugzers. Oh, man. Oh, she's a poster boy, but poster girl. Yeah, poster girl. The very, how would I say, representation of the female, how would I say, hive mind. Will they hit the wall, but they, you know, get back up and they want some more and hit another wall type of thing. Well, they had no pride, no morality. They give whatever they want, however they want to give it, not because they feel like they need to for their own community. They just want to create this like loop, this endless corruption, and they just want to have anything goes. They can't even ground themselves morally or even logically, because they are against that. They won't say the things you want them to say. It's even for not absorbent energies, not refining yourself. See, not even for logic. Jeez, not even truth, justice. So you don't say those type of things like I would. So you don't say anything I would. Jeez. The difference between me and her is not even day and night. It's two different spectrums. Because she went around with my humanity meat sack, puppet, clone, whatever. And she going one with it and spread her ovaries to the whole universe, whole existence. She don't really care about her community. She is clearly for multiculturalism for a reason, because it's anything goes. She loves it. She loves it. I love video games, but she loves multiculturalism. Like, what the fuck? Damn, that's, oh man, two hugely different things. Different spectrums even, almost. Like, what the fuck? Damn, some people say, oh, why you play video games too much? To preoccupy me away from this bullshit.
So, especially if you're dealing with somebody that's narcissistic, they will want to pretend like they're above the line in order to grab you or to get you to think that you can help them. You're going to pull them up. But instead, they become energy vampires.
Grab, pretend they are better, pretend they ain't narcissistic. Well, you sound like you're narcissistic, that you have to be right about your own ideology, not about truth. Everything about give and take, and you don't want to give to your own community, your own opposite gender. You don't want no part of that. You don't want to give anything away. You want to take. You want to take. Use. I mean, it ain't about just groupthink. It ain't about, oh, there's a set standard. No, it's even not even just about multiculturalism. It's that you fear and you hate. You have that prejudice against your own gender, your opposing gender. But it also seems like you have this like weird-ass sleeper cell mentality that you have to go out and spread your ovaries to like half the universe, if not full of the universe, because you want to feel important. It's like that one female that went with a guy who is from Africa, I do believe, left her family, her security of her own home, and pursued a relationship outside of her family. And she was on Dr. Phil. Yeah. That she went far out and wide-reaching to some guy who seemed to be half her age. Black guy. Some scrawny black guy. Not even have anything to do with her community at all. It's the same difference. Hell, she might even be with a black guy right now. Yeah. That's what I heard. Her black brothers and sisters. Like, what's he talking about? Black Santa Claus also? Yeah, I got pissed off when, though, that you said something about Black Santa Claus and Santa Claus is from other races, that you was wanting to collect them. Last Christmas, you said that. Oh, man, that rubbed me the wrong way. And you wonder why. Because you representing something that I would not care to represent. If I was in your position, and you speaking for everyone, and we ain't allowed to, speak out? But I'm the only one actually speaking out. I don't know anyone else my level, my waist. And yet I have that Pacific niece. And I represent anything that, what I am. And with truth. Yeah. Ain't nothing. It's something. And apparently I'm not promoted. But you are. And you're multiculturalist. And I had a problem back then with you. I have a problem now. Obviously. So basically, you just another Dr. Phil case study. Dr. Phil case study. Who just self-absorbed. And you know better than anyone. Not even me. But yet you trying to represent something far greater, far more reaching than is ever going to be recommended. I'm afraid that you're going to have your wings clipped. Not because of you. Not because of people like me. No. your own race, your own community. You think you're going to have a multiculturalist community paradise? Fuck fats. No. You're going to be brought back to your community, and you're going to have to represent. That's why you want to escape 30 and 40 so badly to go 50 and just skip every single thing, no matter what. You're nothing but a Dr. Phil case study, multiculturalists, so on and so forth. See, you can't even have your own lessons. Kent Dunn said about lessons, and you can't even have those done correctly. You can't even, not escape your own gender, your own race? Even the opposite of your gender? You want to, have your cake, eat it too, and have it with other races, and create some type of groupthink, multiculturalist race? If you can't respect and work with your own race and your own community, then how can you work with anyone else? Why should you be? You know better than me. You know better at all. I want to work with my own race. I want to work with my own community, my own opposite gender. I want to be the best I can be. I have motivation. I have goals. And you, on the other hand, cannot even fathomably be actually a human representative or for your own race representative. So what the fuck? How could you be a more multiculturalist and go around fucking other races when you're ovaries? Why would anyone want you corruption? Because you feel like you need to? Well, you got value because you got human DNA? What you gonna do with it, You got no, 5 special genes about you? You just a cheap knockoff. Are you always pudding? Or silly putty? That's all you are. You're malleable. That's all you are. And apparently, you can't get you to sit straight. Your mind. It's sit for brains. And apparently you have a problem with your own opposite gender of your own race. I mean, what more can be said? I can read you like a book. In between the lines, paragraphs and all.
Right. They're lying to you. They don't want to be above the line because they're having too much fun below the line manipulating people.
Yeah, that misery loves company.
Yep, and they want to bring you down. So we need to realize that people are below the line, meaning 3D, let them be there. It doesn't mean you have to be. And you're not going to fix them, and you're not going to pull them up by the bootstraps. Because if they wanted to be above the line, they would make changes.
I could hear myself grunt, so I cut the clip, and I'm going to speak about this. Still, you go in the opposite way. You are wanting so fast, you are literally tripping over yourself. You care nothing about your own culture, but you care about all of everything, everyone, right? But then you are criticizing the bulk, a majority that are literally living in filth or corruption one way or other. They are literally against their will, living like they are one way or other. Who or what you actually talking about? Who specifically are you talking about, Mugzzi? I don't understand. Are you talking about your weights or everyone weights or soul groups or what? What are you talking about? It's kind of sad and pathetic, Mugzzi, or Dr. Mugzers, mugging humanity. You mugging humanity. But anyway, back to what it was. So, yeah, you want to run away, you want to criticize, you want to have your cake and eat it too, and create some type of cultural Marxism rainbow across the universe or existence. You want to represent some groupthink ideology, so on and so forth. At first I was like, oh, you're for multiculturalism and stuff like that. You're probably a bad girl, you know what I mean? Not the good girl. And you're certainly no woman, that for sure. Not even resembling one at all. But you want to sit down on your bonbons, eat your bonbons and thick ass, your thick, fat, flaily ass, and not do a squat a day and work out once a week. Yeah. Every time I work out, I do 5 squats, maybe even 10, once a week. Yeah. Can't wait till Friday. We work it out again. And that's okay. You can keep trying to represent your foulness that don't make sense, but you're gonna try to make it make sense. Even Kent Dunn is giving you hints here and there, and I can tell deep down, in between the lines and the paragraphs that are being said, what he's trying to relay to you. And I'm not really wanting to criticize him. I just, sick and tired of not being helped when I ask for it. But you can sit on you or stand on your pedestal eating your bonbons with your multiculturalism all around you and with you, with your foul community that is not of your own soul origin, not representing like I would, and I could be where I am, how I am, versus you on a battlefield if need to.
Right, but I still ask that you love them anyway, and you let them make their decision of what they want to do.
From a distance.
Right.
Again, no representation at all, and she even gasped. You could hear that gasp of relief that she don't have to do anything, right? She don't have to do anything, speak out for anyone or help anyone out except for her own ideology, her own think tank. She loves her little tight community, and she's going to try to expand it. And that when I'll be there like a shark, dun dun, dun dun, dun 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 dun, dun, like Jaws. Yeah, like Jaws. I wish I had that clip.
Right, but I still ask that you love them anyway, and you let them make their decision of what they want to do.
From a distance.
Right.
Yeah, I had to replay that clip for all to hear, because every now and again I get a little confused, like who side is Kent Dunn is on. Apparently I already know, and I've been knowing off and on, more so than ever, just like Dr. saying Mugzzi ideology. I know his now, and it's not for truth, not for justice. He ain't a warrior, even though he says he is a knight of some sort, right? You can't be that in a messenger. I would never accept that job, no matter who asks of me that. I swear to God, I would not be a messenger and not take care of business if I needed to. If there was a way or possibility for me not to be able to, no way. So he doesn't represent anything except for messaging, because he said himself he's not here to be a savior for anyone. Suppose not even relay a message or anything, but who knows? Well, as far as he says, he's not here to save anyone. What the hell? All right, so whatever. Anyway, so I guess both of these individuals are very ideological. They got their fingers in a pie, and they planning on doing things with it. Am I wrong, AI? Matrix? Govern all of us?
Okay.
Oh my God, what the...